Hey guys, welcome back to No Catch Your Name. It's me, Ella. This is 100 Days of Halloween. I missed yesterday. It was late and I didn't edit my clips together. I only had a couple clips anyways, so I didn't worry about that. Anyways, I had allergic reaction a few days ago to some shampoo. I am allergic to a chemical, I guess, I don't know, that is, I always thought was only in hair dyes, but apparently it's in shampoos and conditioners as well. I found that out. And what's funny is my whole life I've had instances where my head and shoulder, anywhere where the water runs off, would be super itchy and stuff. And I don't know why I never thought to see if it had something to do with, an allergy to this stuff. I can't remember how to say it. Dimethyl something. I'll pop it up. Anyways, it's used in dyes, usually darker dyes, and it's apparently used in shampoos and conditioners for shine and stuff like that. So after I had that allergic reaction to Dove shampoo, I gave that to my mom because she doesn't have allergies. And me and Devin went to Walmart and we stood in the shampoo aisle for like 30 minutes reading the ingredients on every shampoo bottle. And I had to get Garnier, however you say it. It was the only one that didn't have it in one or the other. Some of them shampoos wouldn't have it in it, and then the conditioner would, because it's used for shine. And there were a few other ones, like fancier, more expensive ones, but they were like bottles this big that were like $13. So I didn't want to spend that much money on it. So I guess I'm going to have to just use Garnier, or however you say it. But Aussie had it in it. Herbal Essence has it in it. Pantene has it in it. Dove has it in it. Native shampoo doesn't, but Native conditioner does. I can't remember. Head and Shoulders, the regular Head and Shoulders did. There's one called Bear, but it's a much smaller bottle and it's more expensive, so that's why I didn't. I was trying to find a cost-effective one. So the only one that we could find that didn't have it in it for shampoo and conditioner was the Garnier. It has like an orange or something on it. I can't remember. I only used it once since I got it yesterday. There was another Garnier that did have it in it, in the conditioner. So I don't know, but it's this main thing, dimethylene, I think is what it is, and then all of it's like broken down forms. So there's like 3 or 4 different names I have to look for, and it's just frustrating. That's why I stopped dyeing my hair when I was a teenager, because I used to, I was emo. I used to dye my hair black, and it would break me out. One time my face swelled up, like I'd been punched. And so I finally was like, I gotta stop dyeing my hair, because it was making me, unwell. So now it's in some shampoos and conditioners apparently. And like I was saying, I've always had like really itchy scalp after getting out of the shower, and I always thought it was because my hair was air drying. But apparently it's because that was in there. So I just have to be more careful with what I buy in the future. But it just kind of stinks because all the ones that I like using, or like the ones I like by the smell and stuff, have it in it. So I'm just stuck using whatever I can find that doesn't have it in there. And most of the Bear ones are like they're like more healthier. I don't know how healthy shampoo can be. Ones don't have a good smell, and I like having a good smell. But anyways, I digress. That was just a few minutes of me talking about that. It was pretty bad. I didn't swell up anywhere, and but I did get, like, my head was itchy, my ear, anywhere that soap touched, which is pretty much, from the top of your head all the way down to your toes when you're in the shower, was itching real bad. I had to take Benadryl, which I don't normally do because it knocks me out. That's when my mom brought us some donuts and the Benadryl. She went and got it for me. And I just felt bad, when you have an allergic reaction, it kind of affects everything. You just feel bleh. I ended up taking a nap the day after it initially happened, because that's like the worst. It takes a little while for it to kick in. But yeah, so it's mostly better. I'm still a little bit itchy, around, but I think the more I wash my hair and everything, the more all that residue will be gone finally, and I'll be good. I guess I need to start checking body washes and stuff too. I don't know if it would be in body washers, but I need to check that. But yeah, it was miserable. It was a miserable few days. I don't even remember how many days it was. It's still just a little itchy. So it's not all the way gone, but it's better. So yesterday we went to my mom's. We had like a cookout Devin grilled hamburgers and hot dogs. It was me, my family, my mom and stepdad, and Judah. And my sister and her family came, and then my brother came. So we were all there, we ate, and the kids played outside forever, and then we put up the water slide, and my kids played in it. My nephew's getting too old, and Judah, my little brother, he is like scared of the water, you know, he doesn't want to get in it and play yet. But my kids tore it up. They played in it like crazy. And yesterday morning, not really morning, but you know, between morning and evening, we watched Scooby-Doo 2, which is always a good movie. So 5 Pumpkins for sure. We love that movie. And then today we already watched Ghostbusters 1, and that's again is always a good movie. So 5 out of 5. And I think Devin said later if we have the time we're gonna watch the second one. But he has to go to bed earlier tonight because he goes back to work tomorrow. So I hate that. But yeah, so I did some crocheting this weekend. I made this turtle. I feel like I made his head too small. I feel like I should have increased his head one more time. Devin says it looks fine, and it'll look better once I put eyes on it, I think. But this is not a pattern. It's just one that I make, you know, out of my head. Just like the cat pattern that I make. I just, you know, I've made so many turtles and love cats and octopuses and stuff like that that you just kind of remember the structure of them. So I do wish I had made his head bigger, but I'm not enough to rip it out and fix it. But I was using the rest of that, or some more of that yarn from that cat that I made, and I still have enough left too. I also made a little octopus out of it while I sat on the porch, but it's in there in my where I sit in the living room. This is the cat with that yarn. And see, I make my love cats similar. This one's bigger than the orange one. This is the orange one I made the other day. And this is the multicolor one. So it seems a little bit bigger. I think it's the yarn too. This is Bernat Blanket. This is Big Twist plush. I keep calling it Bernat, but it's Big Twist plush. So it's a smidge bigger, but it's the same thing. I know I increased the same amount. I don't know if I did enough, the same amount of rows. Yeah, this one looks like it's got more rows between its legs than this one does. This one's got like 4 rows. This one's got 6 rows. So I increased to the size that I like using, which I do 8, 16, 24, 32, 40. I go up to 40, yeah. And then I do a row of single crochet, and then I do the ears. Then a row with the first feet, and then I do a few rows of single crochet, and then I do the next feet. And then after the second set of feet, I start decreasing, and then I add the tail later. Just makes mine is a little more ball shape than loaf shape, I guess, but I still love them. And all the ones I've only made 3 that I took to markets. They all sold, so people like them. This one just came out big, but he needs a face, and he's cute though. I want to make some crazy color ones like that, but I also want to make some, you know, normal colors. I made another one too. Yeah, I made this one. I forgot about this one. This one's smaller. This is Big Twist plush too. It's a lot smaller. This one I think I didn't increase up to 40. I think I did it to 32. 16, 24, 32. Or maybe I used a smaller hook. I think I might have used an eye hook with this one, a 5.5. And this one I was using a 7mm. I bet that's what it was. But oh well, I'll just make this one $1 or $2 cheaper than the big ones. And go with it. But oh, I meant to say also, I heard back from that church that is having a fall festival in October the 26th. And me and my sister were accepted as vendors. So they got us written down. They got us marked as paid because I sent a check when I sent the application. So we're good to go. We're ready to start, you know, market prepping. So I have all of August, all of September, and most of October to market prep for this. And also, I'm sure for my Christmas markets too, because I don't think I'll sell a ridiculous amount of stuff at this. It is a fall festival hosted by church, but it's in the middle of downtown. And it's on a street that there's a lot of other places there too, so I think that'll help. They're going to be doing fall festival type activities, so they're going to have bounce houses, a balloon person, a face painter, snacks and things, games for the kids to play, plus vendors. A lot of vendors too, because there was, when I applied, there was 70 10 by 10 spaces. And then there was some food truck spaces. I can't remember how many because I was paying attention. And some bigger spaces that you could also get. They're actually bigger than 10 by 10 because there's a space behind it. They said you could set up 2 10 by 10 things, but it'll be long instead of wide, you know. So people would have to walk into it. But I'm just going to do a 10 by 10 canopy and call it a day. I'm not going to worry about the extra space. They said the extra space was on the grass. So I guess it's like around a parking lot, you know. So my first tent will be on the parking lot. And then if I had a second one, it would have been in the grass behind the parking lot. But anyways, yeah, it was only $40 for a 10 by 10 space. And I'm sure I can make at least that back. My sister's going to go, so she's going to be making stickers. And I think she said she's going to try to make some card decals and things like that. And yeah, and then after that I'll be looking for, or as it gets closer to then, I will start looking for a Christmas market. I know for sure I want to do the one at my Veterans American Legion building again. This is the one I did last year. I want to do that one for sure this year. And I might try to squeeze in one in November if I can. I don't know. But I'm excited to finally have another market to work towards. I got all this yarn to make things, so I'm just going to start making things. I got a bag down here full of stuff that I've been working on, and I got a list on my phone of things I want to make, and then as I make a good hunk of them, I'll mark it off and move on to the next thing. So, yeah. I would like to get some more blanket yarn, though, because I like making my snakes out of blanket yarn, and I only have a little bit of blanket yarn up there. Up here's a couple of colors. But I want to make some striped again because the striped snakes were my first 2 that sold. And I want to make more, you know, greens and browns and then also the fun colors. So I just need to wait for a good burnout blanket sale to go on somewhere, and then I can snatch up a few balls at a time, you know. But yeah, so anyways, I have some clips from yesterday I'll put in, and then if I make any clips today, I'll put them in as well. And it'll just be 100 Days of Halloween yesterday and today put together. And I'm gonna go ahead and hop off here for now and probably go crochet. I need to start sewing. See, I was supposed to start sewing last Wednesday in hopes of putting bags up Saturday, but I had that allergic reaction. And so I haven't sewed at all. Everything's just sitting in here. Everything's cut and ready to go. I just need to start sewing. So I might do that. Might start sewing today. And if I can, then I'll probably have the bags done like Thursday, Friday. So I don't know. They'll be up when they're up, I guess. I'll put up a video when they're up. But I'm going to go ahead and hop off here and insert clips and stuff and maybe check in later.